launch control. Let's get the timer up.
Spirito de Sanctum.
Acceleration, ready. Okay, so.
Oh, God! Go! Jesus! I think Martin's just flown out the back window. Now, welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel. I had a friend, he used to be a petrol head. Now, he's one of those vegan, tree-hugging EV nuts, and he's going to try and convince me that this car is the best thing since sliced bread. What is it? I don't know. Let's go and find out. Mark Cup! How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, man. You?
What are we doing today?
We're going to go for a blast in the rain in my 2.2 tonne hot hatchback.
What hot hatchback?
Yeah.
What car is it?
Ioniq 5N, mate.
Oh, wicked. And we've got a passenger in the back here who's keeping very quiet because he wants to buy one of these. Yes. Right, let's go.
Yeah, let's get it warmed up.
Oh. So, first of all, how much do these things cost, Mark?
This one, spec'd as it is, £66,250. There's 65 grand, 1250 for the panoramic sunroof.
And how much does it weigh?
Completely free. Weighs 2,235 kilos.
And what's that in tonnes?
2.235.
It's not too bad.
I don't know that in pounds. If you want freedom units, look it up.
And colour choice?
Soltronic orange, which is free, which no one goes for. If you look on Auto Trader, you won't see a single one listed for sale. They're all white, blue, grey or black.
There's a chalky white though, isn't there? There's a flat white colour.
Well, there's white and there's flat white.
Okay.
There's performance blue and there's flat performance blue. But those colours you can get the other end cars in.
Oh, right.
The grey, the black, you can get other Hyundai cars in.
So this is unique.
This is the only unique colour to this car. It's the free one. And no one goes for it,
so
which is bizarre.
Martin's going to be thinking, I like the sound of that.
This is the one. This is the colour I wanted. Hence why I'm here today, because I've only seen this driving through before.
Now, 0 to 60 times.
0 to 60 book time is 0 to 100 kilometres an hour is 3.4 seconds. So that's a book time to 60 of 3.2. And I've done here. I can show you what I've done on the screen here.
Wow, what's this? What is this, witchcraft?
That was my best there, 3.18 seconds.
That's fast, isn't it? That's faster than mine.
I did 4.2 there with Rick in the rain last weekend.
Oh, right, Rick the Spud, shout out to Rick.
Yeah.
You're off. So 0 to 60, roughly achievable 0 to 60, 3.2 to about 3.8.
No, more like 3.2 to 3.4. It just does it over and over again. What I had to do for that though, see here, it says the battery temperature.
Oh yeah.
This car is all about heat management because generating a lot of power using electricity generates a lot of heat.
Oh right.
So it's all about heat management. So at the moment the battery's only 12 degrees, it only gives so much power. There is a mode here where I can preheat the battery, and it says it's going to take 40 minutes. It gets the battery up to nearly 40 degrees Celsius. Think about that. Think about how big and heavy that battery is, and it's heating it all up to 40 degrees. When it's at that level, that's when you get the full horsepower. So I'm going to make a video about this at some point, and that video is basically going to be, do these cars really have 600 horsepower? And the answer is no.
Oh, okay.
Not unless you are in a very small window and unique set of operating conditions. You've got the battery just so, blah, 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 blah. They don't make all the power. I mean, they're not short on power, that's good. No high vis, no anything, just running up the road.
They're like zombies. These are EV drivers as well. They're everywhere, look, there's another one.
They are. So you know, it's not short of power. I mean, I only drive it in this mode, which is this manual gearbox mode, and it's a bit foggy here, but we'll give it a little rip across the top here.
Okay. Uh-oh.
The sound in the back.
Hold on, what's going on here?
What?
It's got an engine in it. Whoa! Holy cow! Jesus!
Yeah, it's a bit foggy, so we'll have to dial it down a bit. We'll come down the other side and there'll be less
Look at the
fog.
conditions today, guys.
In fact, do you know what? We're going to turn around and head back down the hill. This is tragic.
So this is
not working.
This is like the party piece of the car, isn't it?
Well, yes and no.
Look at that! Holy cow! Why is it not sliding all over the place?
Four-wheel drive, mate.
What tyres are you running?
Pirelli P0s, standard. They're a particular compound. They're built for, well, they're designed, you know, they're HN 275s on all four corners.
Okay.
That's big tyres.
Yeah, so that's why you got a lot of grip.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll give it a launch, see what it's like. I don't.
So
think
it's
gonna be
quite
that
stiff,
quick.
the suspension as well. I'm noticing it's quite a sporty ride. It's not all floaty, is it?
This is, so you can see here, suspension I've got in the softest setting at the moment. So if I bump that up to the firmer setting, you feel it becomes instantly a bit more fidgety.
Oh wow, so it's got adaptive suspension.
Yeah, it's 3-stage.
Well, it's just. But was that Martin in the back?
No, it was not.
Okay.
Fast, isn't it, John?
That's really. But you know what? It's stable under acceleration. These are the worst conditions you could ever boot it in. It's wet, it's greasy, it's muddy, it's cold.
It's got traction for days.
Yeah, and it's just not. It's not skittish, is it? It's
Well,
planting the
you
power
see what
down.
it's like when we launch it from a standstill. It just grabs and goes. But what you will feel is you'll feel that wheel spin, then that one, then that one, then that one, and it's constantly shifting the power around to maximise the launch. It's
So
really,
it's got
really
like
clever
torque
stuff.
vectoring, is it?
Yeah. And I've got a graphic. You can't really see it here, but which shows the real-time torque that's delivered to each of the axles. Unfortunately, it doesn't show left or right. It's an open differential, if you want to call it that, on the front. So it has no way of saying, don't spin that one, put power there. It doesn't do that, but it does have a diff at the back, which is here. And what you see here is kind of my default setting. So I always have the motor in sport. I have the traction control dialed down. I have the ignition sound on, steering and suspension in light and soft.
Can you run the heater on this without it breaking down because it runs out of charge?
How do you mean? We're fine. We've got 50% of battery. We're good. So we'll turn around and we'll come back down here because this stretch is going to be good enough for a launch.
John,
You know,
sorry.
go on, Martin.
Have you seen that little red button?
Oh yeah.
That gives you around about 40 horsepower for 10 seconds.
Let's do it here. Right. So we're in 8th gear. Okay.
Oh my God.
8th gear. 40 miles an hour. I put my foot down. There's nothing. I press the get out of jail free card.
Whoa! It's quick.
So
It's really quick.
You get 10 seconds of that.
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, so
got some real
if you are
grunt.
driving it in the gear mode, and you know some bad boy in an RS3 comes up and wants to prove his worth, and you don't want to be slighted by that, and you're in 8th gear, and you think, bugger, I've got to go down like 6 gears to get moving. Nope, you just press the red button and hello horizon.
Yes, I mean it's about as fast as you get on the road, really, isn't it?
It's fast enough. If there's a multitude of other
Can we
videos
talk
out
about the gremlin, the gremlin in the room, or what's it called, the thing in the room? The elephant in the room. What's this car going to be worth in 2 years' time?
I don't care. I've leased it, John. I really don't care.
I've touched a nerve.
I don't care. I don't care.
No,
It
but
doesn't
seriously,
matter.
what do you think it'll be worth?
Hey, it's not. It'll be worth. If it holds on to half its value, I'll be amazed. They're going to be, to anyone that can make one of these work, and you have to be able to charge it at home because it'll get it charged for free at work. Right, hold on. So, launch control. Launch control. Let's get the timer up.
Spirito de Sanctum.
Acceleration. Ready. Okay. So.
Go! Jesus! I think Martin's just flown out the back window. That's
Still
quick.
bleeding fast.
That's fast.
Right.
Look at that. That's 4. That's in the wet.
Yeah.
And that's 3 up. Okay.
So, Mark, how long do you think Hyundai have got before some of the other companies copy this?
It shouldn't be long. If any performance car manufacturer that makes EVs, and they all do, isn't now furiously working on something like this, I don't know why they wouldn't be. I think they're missing a trick. They're absolutely missing a trick. A lot of Luddites say, yeah, what's the point? You know, there's everything you need to know. People are trying to make EVs feel like combustion cars. But to me, it isn't about feeling like a combustion car. It's just about having a means and a method of engagement. And this means and method of engagement is kind of indelibly written into our minds. Anyone that's a petrol head, we hear revs, we hear engine noise. If anyone is developing a performance car and not working on this, yeah, they're missing a trick. Hyundai got to jump on everyone. It could have been the most monumental cock-up. Oh, hold on. At least he had some high vis on. It could have been the most monumental cock-up. Some manufacturer saying, we're gonna, with an EV, give it a fake gearbox and it'll make engine noises and everything else.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they got that wrong?
Yeah, it could have been laughing stock.
They would be the laughing stock.
Yeah.
And no one said that, not even slightly. As anyone said, it doesn't work. And there's so many cynics out there that say it sounds ridiculous. And if you're watching it, I bet it sounds ridiculous. But when you drive it, because the sound is also what you feel the power, the load, the noise and everything else.
Yeah. So they've done a pretty damn good job.
They've done an incredible job.
Now guys, I'm a die-hard petrol head. When I die, I want you to cover me in petrol, put me in my Porsche 911, set light to it and launch it off the cliffs of Dover. But if I had to buy an EV and you could bury me in the ground with a pack of Duracell, it might be in this car. So, Mark Cup, thank you very much. Check out Mark's user experience of this car on the channel Mark Cup 70 on
Mark
YouTube.
Cup 70, Mark Cup 70 on Instagram, blah, blah, blah. Links below my videos and all that jazz.
Excellente. Other than that, guys, over and out.
Holding on to what I knew, but the moment's gone. Where was I?